everybody! I have the wonderful Megan here with me today for Unboxing with Erin.
Woo!
With Megan today. I'm so excited! I'd like to acknowledge that as we begin, we are very privileged to be here on the unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Megan is a longtime customer of ours and extremely accomplished pattern maker.
Yes.
And teacher.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. I've been doing something for long enough now that I have a large enough skill set that I can actually impart that knowledge onto other people as well. So
I know. I love it. It's so exciting to be able to let other people know what you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun thing to do.
It is.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about some fabrics today as we unbox things. If you have questions about any of the fabrics, or for Megan or for me as things pop up, please put them in the comments. We'll see them and we'll answer as we can. Let's get started. I'll let you do the first one.
Awesome. Ooh, this is interesting. So it might be hard to see from here. I don't know if we can get close enough. There we go. Okay. So this is polka dots. It's very tiny polka dots. So from your vantage point, this probably looks gray, but it is black and white. It's a stretchy material.
Mm-hmm.
It's got quite a bit of. It's a bit thicker. Like it's not like a.
And what I like about this one is most polka dot fabric I find is printed on the material.
Yes.
This is knit into it.
Knit into it.
So the back of it looks white almost, but it's because it's that woolly nylon kind of threading to make the polka dots on the right side, which is so cool. We don't see polka dot fabric like this very often.
So you could take, if you were making a shirt or something out of this, which there's definitely enough to make a shirt out of, you could potentially play with the back side and the front side.
I love that you already have it like it's a lapel on yourself, because I love that. But this has a lot of stretch. This is super stretchy in both directions.
Would probably make some very comfortable leggings as well.
Ooh, leggings, yes. Tis the start of the season.
It is.
Yes. Oh, another polka dot. This is huge.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is cut along the width. So this is quite narrow, but it's very long.
And there's sheen to it. Like there's a satin material.
I'm wondering, even by feel, is this silk or polyester?
This is probably polyester.
I think so.
Probably polyester.
But it feels very silky.
It feels very
which is
silky.
Really nice.
It is something, especially given the amount, probably like a camisole.
Yeah.
To be made out of this. Something
oh wow,
that
the camera's really gonna have a hard time reading those polka dots.
It's very, very tiny black polka dots.
With you can see the striping, the satin striping on there. But yeah, the polka dots are very tiny.
But yeah, I'd probably something like a camisole, something that's very loose fitting, and doesn't take up a lot of.
Would you do this for like kids' clothes, maybe?
Certainly, if you could. Oh my God, like a superhero cape.
Oh yeah.
For somebody. Oh yeah, totally.
Absolutely. It's so floaty.
I've done superhero capes for many of my niece and nephews and friends' kids over the years. It's a lot of fun.
I know, I do too. Oh, bows.
That's so cute.
So this is a cool knit fabric. This is like a rib knit, but there's no major stretch in it.
Yeah, there's stretch in the width, like the cross grain, but there's no stretch in the length of it.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
So pretty.
Oh, much easier to see the print.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes the camera just picks it up so nicely. I'm like nightgown all the way.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Or even like pajama bottoms. Like,
do you remember those like Teddy outfits where it was like the bloomer underwear and then the little short?
I had them when I was a little girl.
Yeah. I can just see this.
Oh my God, that's
with a little ruffle on the bottom.
Oh, cute.
We have so much lace in our supplies right now that you could add as a ruffle.
Nice. Awesome. Oh boy.
So what has been a current project?
So a current project is I have a couple of long-time clients. One is a hat designer and one is a an outerwear designer, and they do a pop-up shop somewhere in the Gastown area every fall.
Mhm.
And so I've been helping prepare some items for their shop. So little items generally, because they get Cape Decor is the name of the Cape client, and she does very high-end, beautiful capes, and they get manufactured in Portugal. And I helped her with the development of them. But for the shops, we always like to do little things, like to try and use up waste materials or extra materials that we've got on hand. So they've designed a little beret that's like waterproof.
I love it.
And we're doing, like, I'm doing some belts for her, and some other types of hats as well, like hats out of waxed cotton. So yeah, just all small items, trying to prepare them for the pop-up shop.
That's super fun.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, berets! Beret season. I love it. I have this one beret that has grommets cut out on one side, and I love it.
Oh, so cool.
Oh,
this is fun.
lining.
This is like a navy and green stripe. So I know sometimes sometimes you can't see the real colors of things, but this is fun.
1985.
This is awesome.
So technically that makes this vintage.
Yes, it's reminding me of things that my mother wore.
Oh yeah. Reminds me of like this one suit jacket that my dad had, and this would have been the lining.
Oh yeah, this would be great lining. Great lining for a jacket.
So instead of it being like that shiny satin lining,
no, it's like
this
a matte.
is a matte, which I really enjoy. This green navy mix is so pretty.
But yeah, very lightweight, so great for lining.
1985 printed. Wow,
that's awesome.
Wow, that's older than me.
We got a couple of these.
We got two of these. You get one, I get one. Yay!
This reminds me of Baby, just because of the pale blue and the pale pink.
And it reminds me of like wedding, something blue.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Love that.
Like, again, it's sort of like a lining weight fabric.
Definitely vintage. I want to say 60s.
Yeah, or 70s.
Because the style of floral, right, is like multi-styles of floral in this. And you can see that it's not opaque. You can see it's, I would say, semi-opaque.
Yeah, a little bit sheer.
And I think crepe. Crepe leaf?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, crepe leaf.
Looks like it.
But oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
But yeah, you could definitely do slips or
And like if you have the two pieces together, you get muumuu or caftan
for a summer, because definitely don't want to wear it for in the cold.
And like that something blue for the night of the wedding, you know, little night.
Oh,
I don't know.
There you go.
Oh, one of my favorite fabrics.
Oh, this is so much fun.
A lot of people's favorite fabrics.
I love checkered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's lots of it too.
Ooh.
So yeah, you could definitely do a fantastic oversized shirt with this.
Button up.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But even like you've got a lot here, so you could still do pajamas.
Absolutely.
Well. Or just pajamas, like the full set, if you like that kind of thing.
This is so pretty.
This feels like some cotton in it.
I think it's probably mostly cotton.
Yeah.
I want to say like even up to like 80 to 90%.
Yeah, maybe just there's a little bit of stretch in the cross grain. So going around the body, a little bit of give. There might be some
nylon maybe in it.
Maybe? Yeah.
Usually nylon is what tells me a bit of give.
Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes it could be 2 or 3%.
So when you're using, like, if you're doing like a shirt pattern out of this versus like this has give in it in the material versus the same pattern for something with no give.
Right.
Is there any adjustments that you would make for the pattern?
Not exactly, but you would be more careful about pattern, like the placement of the pattern. So you would make sure that you're always putting the give around the body. So you make sure that the length of your pieces are going with the no give. They're parallel to the
So you would want your selvage to go this direction.
Exactly. You want it to go that direction. So make sure the give is going around, just because it just works better for when you're moving in the garment too, that you have the give going in the right direction.
Yeah. What I like to do with stuff like this is if I'm doing like a back yoke for a shirt, I'll cut that on the bias.
Yes, totally.
And it gives a really nice stretch across the shoulder, especially for those of us who have a little bit more of a broad shoulder and need that extra give in that spot.
Also, just plays with the lines and the pattern a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a kind of a big one, so it'd be hard, but sometimes like a chest pocket on the bias as well. Just to again throw that bothers some people, but not some people really like it.
Depends on how OCD we are about print matching.
Exactly.
Because you all know that I really love print matching, as in matching my seam. Yes, absolutely. I'll let you get the next one.
Love the colors in this one.
I know, so warm, and what I love is this is bathing suit.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say there's tons of stretch in it, so
it's so stretchy.
Totally.
Look at that.
Yeah, bathing suits or
even like just a swimwear cover up.
Yep.
You know, I love that there's like a lot of options now for like modesty swimsuits where you're not really showing everything off and has like a little skirt or a dress kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And this is enough fabric, you could definitely get that out of this.
Cool.
Or, you know, matching trend swimwear.
Well, being a pale person, I've actually gotten into wearing rash guards or like UV protectant shirts when I swim. So that could also work in something like that.
Absolutely. Also leggings. That's great for leggings because what I like about that stuff is that it's so like non-friction. Like you just it's smooth.
It's a bit smooth or quite smooth.
Yeah, and it doesn't hang on to anything. So even if you wear it like as like under my dresses a lot, I'll wear like a little I call them bloomer shorts.
Yeah, I do.
To prevent thigh chafing.
Exactly, because that's
so this
so
would
irritating.
Be great for that.
Totally.
Absolutely. Speaking of t-shirts, this is cool. Oh,
maybe, yeah.
This is tubular.
Oh, it is. It's round.
Tubular.
It's a lovely periwinkle with a little bit of a what do they call it? Pique in it, like where there's little tiny purposeful holes.
Yeah,
in the knit.
Like it's a printed into the knit.
Or
almost
knitted
to
into
me.
it.
Yeah, it almost looks to me like a little bit of like music notes.
Ah, yeah,
because
like,
it's in lines.
Like
it's in lines, and then it's got all these little music notes. I know, like organ players in particular, their music is interesting when they're like programming the organ because it actually has holes punched out in a card for the programming. It's super cool.
Yeah, there's not a huge amount of. There's some stretch, but yeah, I'd be more likely to make a top rather than leggings because leggings do need to stretch a lot, whereas a t-shirt or something only needs to stretch a little bit.
Exactly. This one too, I'm just going to mention that on the fold, this has probably been sitting in someone's stash for quite some time. It's got a bit of discoloration on the fold, so this is something where you really want to make sure you wash it before you use it. And I would give it a nice vinegar and salt wash with an extra rinse cycle because that helps get rid of any impurities and any water damage usually on vintage material. It's not harmful. It's really gentle. And then that extra rinse cycle just rinses it all out and you don't even smell it. That's
a great idea. Huh.
Vinegar and
salt.
salt.
Vinegar and salt.
Yeah. And that is also like exactly right. You just salt and vinegar your chips, your pants, or whatever. It's a great recipe for your denim too. For when you first buy your denim to color set it.
Nice.
It'll color set your denim.
Because I do work with raw denim, and you get the blue all over your hands.
Yeah.
And the first time you wear it.
Mm-hmm. And then you've also done like furniture design.
I also work. I currently work for a furniture company, so I've been working with upholstery fabrics, which are. I mean, it's similar in terms of like sewing. It's similar. You need heavier machinery, and you're working with heavier fabrics. So it's a bit more of an upper body workout to get through cushion covers and things like that.
Yeah.
But you know, pattern making it's all shapes, right? And in general, cushions are not as complex as the human body. So if you pattern make for the human body, pattern making for things like cushions or chairs or covers of weird objects. It's just a matter of thinking about shapes and how they work together.
Geometry. Oh, that's the one math I was good at. Hence what we do now.
Yes. Ooh.
This is so pretty.
This could be silk.
Oh, there's like a thing on the selvage right here. It says 100% pure silk.
Ooh. I guessed right.
Screen printed.
Ooh. It's got a really neat, it looks like little
very
G's,
Greek.
like the letter G. Up close.
It's very Greek to me.
Yeah, the blue and white
That
kind
little
of thing.
wave kind of feel
Yeah.
to it.
But again, like it could be
I'd say lining.
sleepwear, or it could be lining if you want to make a super, like a jacket with or a dress with a really luxurious lining.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, silk feels great.
Yeah, this is definitely like has a sheer property to it.
Yeah.
So if you were to do a top, I'd do a double layer in the front at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
if you're going to do it as an outer layer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. But with silk, even if you double layer it, it still breathes. which is
Exactly.
nice.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's enough probably for like a suit jacket lining.
Totally.
Yeah. Maybe even a pencil skirt added with
For
that.
sure.
There's lots here. Wow. So pretty. These little jeans are so cute.
Ooh, just talking about lace with somebody this morning.
No, it's so nice.
So pretty. This is a lovely ivory. So if you're not somebody that likes things white, it's much warmer in tone than white lace. So yeah, you could definitely.
This is such a common lace print as well. We get this a lot. This type of flower. This rose type. I'm trying to remember. There's like a specific name for this print.
Yeah, because it is. Yeah, I have seen this a lot. I wonder
It's
if they made
very
a machine
common.
specific to this and they just keep using it.
That's likely what it is. Yeah, because there's like that cording almost on the right side of it. So the right side of this would be textured and the wrong side is smoother, which is nice and easy for those of us who have trouble sometimes. What's the right side and wrong side of fabric?
Totally. I could see there's not a huge amount here. You could definitely play with it, like if you made a skirt with it and put something with a color underneath it, and you would get that contrast with the ivory lace on top and the color underneath.
I love playing with lace like this as like an inset into something.
Oh,
so like
cool.
if I'm gonna make a piece of like a negligee out of some of the things that we've already talked about in unboxing today, you could do a little like triangle cutout over the rib cage and have a lace insert.
Dig it.
I've done that before. It's very nice. Also for breathability sometimes.
Also,
nice.
I've made a lot of bridal shrugs out of stuff like this. So people, I mean, for a while there, strapless dresses were everywhere. And so there were some women that just weren't that comfortable exposing that much of themselves. So we would make something like this out of lace just as a little cover up. And then they're
Beautiful.
bridal gown.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, this says 70s or 60s even to me.
I want to say 70s more.
Actually, it's spandex, so it can't be any earlier than the 70s.
No, but it could be like 70s inspired, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely newer.
Wow.
I would say like even 2000s was like
print,
a
man.
oof.
The colors probably won't quite come through. This is a very peachy orange, a lime green, and there's a little bit of yellow, like almost a butter yellow, and some darker pink in it as well.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's very pretty.
I just like this particular spot as like right under the bust as like a bathing suit, like one piece.
I could see a sundress in
Because
this.
that would put like this spot at the crotch, which is kind of like fun.
I didn't even think about that.
Do you play with that a lot when you're placing your patterns on fabric? It's like, okay, where is it actually going to look best on the
You
print?
certainly have to think about that. Yeah, when you're dealing with prints, you're like, where is this going to end up on the body? And is that something that, myself or my client is going to be into, or is that going to be problematic?
Yeah. I know, like, the white spots for the bust right there. There we go.
But yeah, I just see that. Like,
There's a lot in
it screams
there.
summer to me. So I feel
Oh,
like a sundress would
yeah.
be a lot of fun in that too.
That's,
Okay, so Halloween. Here's our Halloween orange.
yeah.
And the motif, oh my god, this is so adorable. The motif is a little tiny car. It's like the front view of a very boxy looking car.
It's so funny.
Oh wow. This has stretch, so there is definitely at least in the cross grain, not on the grain.
This is something that my mom would have taken and like made into a onesie with a full-on hood, full face hood with just eye cutouts for my brother, and he'd be like, "I'm Carman."
Oh,
Like that's exactly what this reminds me of, because that happened multiple times where my brother just wanted one fabric as his costume. And mom had to figure out the pattern.
the funny thing is, because when you stand back, you can't see see it at all. It just looks like a white and orange print, but
And then it's gone.
it's so cool.
I love it. This is a nice knit too, because again, one direction or two direction stretch, not four.
I feel like bowling shirt. This would make an awesome bowling shirt.
Yeah. Absolutely. Especially because bowling shirts, so you can have fun where like this is like one side of a front panel of the shirt, and maybe the yoke and the sleeves, and then it's just a plain color for the other side with the pocket. That'd be super fun.
A lot of fun.
It is like kind of that athleisure material to be able to make more like sporty stuff out of too, which is great.
But it's definitely like, again, there's only stretch in one direction, so I wouldn't go for like leggings or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I would also say this is vintage. I want to say like 60s, 70s.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We've gotten a lot of vintage fabric
It's
lately.
definitely an older style car.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. There's two.
So pretty.
So vibrant.
Very.
Look at this vibrance. Oh, so pretty. I love it.
I think you'd have to get quite well. I guess with the two pieces. Yeah. But you could get quite creative with it, or like
I mean, like that's enough for
contrast
like
pieces in a
camisole right there, right? And then you add your other
tops.
straps.
Yeah.
Or like, there's enough in here for like shorts.
Yeah. Yep. Shorts,
skirts. Yeah, this is like, it's not quite a crepe. It's hard to tell with the print because
it's not, definitely not a satin either. Like it's very smooth,
and it, like the weave is very compact. It's very tight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why sometimes weaves like this can be a little hard to decipher, especially because the print is so crazy and vibrant that it's hard to tell. So we'll probably add this as like a plain weave.
Okay,
but it's definitely like way tighter than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love this. This is me all the way.
This I would have loved as like 12, 13, 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I would have absolutely gone crazy.
Oh yeah. Little overall dress.
Oh,
cute. And then wear your turtlenecks underneath. So fun. I like how we have some multiples in here. Speaking of multiples.
Oh. This is a cotton.
There's
cotton
3
print.
of these.
For those of you that love fall colors, this is stunning.
This is the Joan Kessler, which would have been in the very early 2000s. Joan Kessler.
Yeah? Okay. Definitely more of a, it seems like a quilting material because it's got that narrow width.
Yeah.
So you need more length to do, if you're going to do clothes out of it, you need more length than you would need to.
Reminds me of those like
width.
peasant dresses from the 90s.
Totally.
With the
Which
white...
is a throwback to the peasant dresses from the 60s.
Which was a throwback even further than that from like the 1800s, like 1880s or something like that, with the big peplum collar and all that kind of stuff. But I love this brown.
But yeah, the brown is beautiful. It's got these blues and creams and pinks, little tiny flowers.
So pretty. If you are in autumn, this is your fabric.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Oh, this is one of like my favorite fabrics to work with because it is so versatile.
Yeah. It's also easy. Like there's something about plain weave cottons that are just so easy to work with, and it's why, like, with beginners, it's something I always we start out working with this. We start like muslin, which is also a plain weave cotton material, but it's the most forgiving, the easiest stuff to work with. So
another word I also, if
beginner,
people are looking for like broadcloth or like that kind of thing, this you can totally use as that to practice with. It's those terms are more about like having that simple plain weave to work with, and then you pick whatever weight.
Yeah.
Whereas like plain weave can be.
Yeah. Plain weave just basically means the fibers go in and out, like the yarns go in and out of one another. That's all it means.
That's all it means. I know.
But yeah, there's lots of it. So there's three large pieces.
I think they're 2 meters each, probably. Okay. That makes
Looks
sense
like
to me when we pulled them out. Yeah. So lots and lots of this to play with. Oh, the tiered dress. Oh my god. Okay, more polka dots.
More polka dots. This is definitely a satin.
Oh, yeah.
Very shiny on one side.
There we go.
Quite a bit of it.
Oh, yes. Nice.
You can make a fun party dress with this.
And this, there's enough of it you could cut on the bias, have that bias slip dress.
Yep.
But I like the irregularity.
Or like a 1930s style, like bias cut evening gown kind of thing.
Yeah, I like the irregularity of this polka dot. They're like not perfect polka dots.
Yeah, it's almost animal print, but not really.
That middle, like, gray zone. Because it's gray polka dots.
But yeah, you got lots to work with here, so you could do lots with bias. Yeah.
If you're going to a silver party, those are popular right now. This would be a nice fabric to play with, and then have all your silver fabric jewelry.
A fun hint when you're working with really slippery materials and you're cutting out, put a layer of newsprint down first, then your fabric, and then whether you put another layer of newsprint and then trace your pattern on the second layer of newsprint. But if you sandwich the fabric between two pieces of paper, it's much, much easier to cut and keep it from slipping all over the place.
Sometimes what I do, if I don't have newsprint readily available, is spray starch.
Oh, on the directly onto the fabric itself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Give it a minute, let it dry, and then it usually stays stiff and in place while I'm cutting out. And then it washes out when you're done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Helpful hints.
This reminds me of strawberry shortcake.
It does.
The little
me
toys
too.
that I had when I was a child.
And then you would like, what was that? What part of it would you scratch and then it would sniff?
The stickers.
The stickers.
Scratch and sniff stickers.
And it would smell like strawberry shortcake.
Actually is there two pieces or just no? It's a long narrow piece.
And you've got some writing, I think, on your corner.
No, it just says order number.
Oh, so
it's just a code of some kind.
It'll likely wash out then.
Yes. It is. It's salvage to selvage. It's flannel, so it's just a very narrow. But there's definitely enough length for sure. I mean, flannel to me just says pajamas.
Oh yeah,
pajamas.
Yeah, absolutely. This is pajamas.
But you've got enough length that you get what you need out of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know my mom. She would make out of flannel our like long underwear, but because it was flannel, it wouldn't stretch, so she'd make it so that it was like elastic ankle, elastic waist, so that it was kind of like baggy under your clothes, because she didn't want to work with the knit.
A lot of people are afraid of knits, and I think knits are great as long as you've got a serger. As long as you've got a 4-thread serger,
to finish
knits
your inside.
can be very simple. Yeah.
I know for me, I'm definitely partial to woven because I like a couture finish, and that's really hard to do couture finish in knit fabric.
No, it is. You have to use the heck out of it.
Whole other skill.
Yes.
But this is so cute. It's
very cute.
So cute. Ah! Right now you're doing private lessons.
Yes, I do private lessons for both sewing and pattern making.
Amazing.
I keep, it's been on the back of my mind for a couple of years now to do some workshops, some pattern making workshops. So for sewists who want to learn more about patterns and how to create their own or even adjust ones that they already have, it's just finding the time in my schedule. So it would be like a weekend thing, probably take place in my studio, which is not that far Fab Cycle, so I'm just a couple blocks away.
Yeah.
But at some point, I will kind of launch a series of workshops where I can teach, where people want to learn.
Where
Like doing things like how to create a pant block for yourself so you can create pants, right? Because that's something you could learn in an afternoon and, you know,
And then you
simple
have
things
it.
like that. And then you have it.
Exactly. Where can they find you to sign up for or pay for your services?
Well, I don't have it set up yet. It's
Okay.
it's just been in the back of my mind, and it just has to be.
Okay.
I just have to have the time to organize it and formalize it.
Well, when you're ready to
I
go,
will share that with everybody,
and then we will share it with all of you.
Yes.
Because I know that's been a big thing that we've had a lot of people this summer in particular come in looking
learning
for
about pattern making.
pattern making and making their own blocks and like things like that. So that's been a big thing. So if you're into it and you're local in Vancouver, keep an eye out this season, possibly.
Probably looking
for Megan.
Yeah, probably looking at setting it up for maybe starting January.
Okay, great. After Christmas.
After Christmas.
Oh,
After Christmas.
yeah. Maybe you have it as like people can give it as a gift to their spouse for Christmas.
Cool. She's
Keep an
gonna
eye
tie me to this, and now it's gonna force me to actually
But like in a good way.
make a commitment to
In a
this.
good
Yes.
way.
Yes.
Bathing suit,
Bathing
polka
suits
dot,
for sure. Dance costume.
bikini, polka dot
I am
bikini.
sure I did. Early in my career, I worked in dance costumes, and I swear I've probably done things with this exact material before.
It's so nice, this polka dot.
Yeah.
But you can see that when I stretch
heavy
it.
nylon.
Ooh, this one really goes white when you stretch it. So if I would say more like bodysuit versus bathing suit.
Yeah, bodysuit for sure. Like you said, dance costumes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because swimwear, you do not want going sheer when you stretch, whereas in a dance class, it's usually a more private affair, and if it does that, it's fine.
Yeah. But even on stage, you're usually wearing undergarments, and it's too far away to be with lights to be able to see.
Basket! It's a basket!
It is a basket. Basket print, it's a basket weave.
It's funny because it's a plain weave fabric.
It is a plain weave. It is plain weave. It's a cotton.
But it
print.
looks like a wicker kind of like basket. That's fun.
I feel like you could totally do like short sleeved shirt, like almost like a Hawaiian style shirt. But
this
like,
is definitely like for
this.
quilting, I can tell.
Yeah, for sure.
It's super fun to play with.
Yeah.
Have you worked with like wicker and like that kind of like furniture stuff?
No.
More just like the fabric covering.
Just the fabric coverings on wood structured furniture. So
this is so fun.
It is a lot of fun.
I love it because it's that like golden color. It's not too like yellow in one direction. Okay, I think this...
Oh wow, what is this?
It's our last one. Oh my god.
This is like mohair?
Cool. I think
wow.
so. Whoa.
Okay, so very, very loosely woven. You can probably see the light through it. Like for sure, some kind of sweater.
Yeah.
And just something.
There's enough for a sweater.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want it next to.
Like
your
I would
body.
do it where like it's got that cowl kind of neck where you wear it open.
Something like this.
Exactly like what you're wearing.
Something like this. And this.
Yes. I love it. You're also wearing a top that you made from Fabric.
I did. This came from Fab Cycle.
I love it.
Yeah.
Super fun.
That's a lot of fun.
This is so, like, this is for some people who have that, like, really sensitivity to wool. This is not something fun to wear against your skin. But if you can do it.
But it's much softer than actual wool.
Yeah.
Like, I mean.
Mohair is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not all wool is the same either.
No.
I mean, there are softer wools as well.
Yeah.
But this doesn't feel scratchy like wool does.
Like, it feels like I'm petting, like, a dog almost.
Yeah. It almost feels dog-like.
Like, very soft, but still kind of like, it's furry. Yeah. Oh, amazing.
You just may not want to work with this while you're wearing light colors because that fuzz is going to go everywhere.
It will. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming and playing with me
that was
today.
so much fun.
We, as fabric nerds, are super hoot to be around because you really see fabric in the same way, and I
Yeah.
really appreciate you coming to do unboxing with me.
Hey, no problem. I love talking about fabric anytime.
Awesome. Your next project right now?
Next project, is going to probably be helping with production for Street and Saddle.
Great.
And also the furniture company, it's a very busy season we're going into, so they're going to be at the interior design show. Bateman Labs is the name of the furniture company I work for, and they're going to be at the interior design show, which is at the end of September in Vancouver here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good things to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Our next unboxing with Erin will be in 2 weeks' time. We will see you then with a very special unboxing guest next time. So make sure you're telling your friends and family to tune in and watch unboxing. And you can go back and watch our previous unboxings anytime. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you again, Megan.
Thank you.
We'll see you later. Woo! Bye.